Welcome back to the channel. Blach is one, where the agenda is to edify and elevate the black race so that we can build and prosper. This is episode number 2 of my Black History Month series. So without wasting any time, let me just get into it. Now, according to Britannica and my high school computer teacher, the abacus was the first computer invented 4,000 years ago by the Chinese. If you look at some sources, it will tell you that the Babylonians invented the abacus in 1100 BC. The device looks very simple, but it is not a simple matter. You know, great things start small. Also, if a great an invention or an innovation might be, we have to give credit and credence to the person who got the original idea upon which others would have built over the years. So, like I said, or like the sources say, that the computer, which is considered the most remarkable innovation of the 20th century, with all its capabilities and complexities, is built on the foundation of the abacus. In the same way that without the binary system, there would be no computer. Without the abacus, there would be no computer either. So I don't want you to underrate this device, as the computer's oldest quote-unquote ancestors invented some 4,000 years ago. Based on the line that I'm going down, I can imagine what you're thinking. You think that I'm going to say that Africans invented the abacus and the binary system. No. I'm not here to make a case that Africans invented everything. You know, other people invented stuff. I'm just focused on the African contributions, because they are those who want to promote a narrative that Africans invented nothing or contributed nothing to civilization. So I'm not here to tell you that Africans invented the abacus. I'm not even here to talk about the abacus. I'm here to talk about the Ishango bone. Before the binary system, before the abacus, there was the Ishango bone. It is the oldest mathematical artifact, the oldest evidence of mathematical logic in human history. So the Africans didn't invent the abacus, nor the binary system. They invented mathematics itself. The bone was discovered in 1950 in the Ishango Valley between Congo, Uganda, and Rwanda by a Aboriginal by the name of Jane the Enslin de Brocourt. I don't know if I spelled that right, so I'm just going to put the name up on the screen. Right now it is on the 19th floor of the Museum of Natural Science in Brussels, Belgium. I made a video already about the thousands of African artifacts that are held hostage in Brussels, in Belgium. But this video is not about that. This bone dates back to 20,000 BC. I want you to wrap your head around that, you know. That is like 15,000 years before the abacus, you know. And like I keep saying, I don't want us to underrate or underappreciate this piece of artifact, because it looks so simple. It is like the alphabet, you know. No literary work, no matter how sophisticated and impactful it is, cannot be more important than your ABC. All writers of everything ever written has to pay homage, has to pay respect, who is success, to those who created the alphabet. There's a theory out there that knowledge developed in Europe and diffused or spread elsewhere, but that is not consistent with the evidence. What is consistent with the evidence is that all foundational knowledge developed in Africa and spread elsewhere. I'm going to talk a little bit about the maths and the Shango bone itself. And I'm going to read from an article here. It says, some scientists believe that the 3 columns of symmetrically grouped notches imply that the implement, which is the bone, was made to construct a numeral system. The central column begins with 3 notches and then doubled to 6 notches. The process is repeated for the number 4, which doubles to 8 notches, and then reverse for the number 10, which is half to 5 notches. These numbers, they contend, may not be purely random and instead suggest some understanding of the principle of multiplication and division by 2. They said the bone may have been used as a counting tool for basic mathematical procedures. Furthermore, the numbers on the left and right columns are odd numbers: 9, 11, 13, 17, 19, and 21. And the numbers on the left column are all prime numbers between 10 and 20, which forms a prime quadruplet. Those in the right column consist of 10 plus 1, 10 minus 1, 20 plus 1, 20 minus 1. The numbers on each side column adds up to 60, with the numbers in the central column adding up to 48. Now this sound like something for the geeks, you know. I did well in math in school, and it is difficult for even me to understand. So I get it if you don't get it. But the point that the scholars are making is that this bone is not simply a piece of bone that somebody put some random markings on. This is high-level mathematics, considering that this was being done 22,000 years ago. At that time, that was genius stuff. So that is the point that the scholars are trying to make. Now, what is the point that I am trying to make with this video? You see, there's a narrative that black people did not contribute anything to the development and advancement of the world civilization. And that is not true. Here we have evidence that 20,000 years before Christ, before anyone else, we were multiplying and dividing and working with prime numbers. According to the evidence, not the narrative now. I'm talking hard evidence. A tangible piece of artifact. Black people, Africans, are the founders of math and science. I told you before now that all civilizing concepts, all foundational knowledge developed in Africa and diffused elsewhere. I know that that is difficult for even us black people to digest, you know, because we are so accustomed to just accepting or being told that we didn't invent anything, that everything came from above, that we were some wild bushmen in a dark continent, and God bless the day when the Europeans came. But that is inconsistent with the evidence, my brothers and sisters. The Ishango bone, that numeral system, was developed by ancient Africans. I know that with the level of mathematical sophistication that we are used to nowadays, you know, it is easy to trivialize this piece of artifact. But I want you to remember two things. That this is ancient knowledge. And two, I said it before, we have to pay respect to our forerunners. In the same way, all mathematicians must pay homage to the Africans who came up with this number system, the system of multiplication and division. Happy Black History Month. Black is one. Live the revolution.